I used to count the cracks in the ceiling while the silence pressed on my chest. Every memory had a sharp edge, every goodbye felt permanent. But time moves slow and steady, like sunlight across the floor. It doesn't shout when it saves you, it just opens a quiet door. And I didn't notice the weight getting lighter, didn't see my heart becoming kinder. This is slow healing love, not a fire, just a steady glow. It doesn't rush, doesn't hurt, it just softly lets me grow. It's the way I breathe again without fear of what was. It's waking up and realizing I'm enough. This is slow healing love. I still remember how it broke me, how I thought I'd never mend. But scars don't mean you're fragile, they mean you learned how to bend. Now I sit with open windows, let the evening air come through. I don't chase what's leaving, I let it go like you. And I didn't notice, but tears stopped falling. Didn't hear my heart softly calling. This is slow healing love, not dramatic, not loud. It's the quiet kind of courage that makes you proud. It's forgiving who I was, the holding on too tight. It's choosing peace over one more fight. This is slow healing love. Strength is softer and healing has no blame. This is slow healing love, golden like the sun at 5. It's learning how to stand alone and still feel alive. It's trusting in tomorrow without needing proof. It's finally feeling safe in my own truth. This is slow healing love, slow healing love. We used to speak in thunder, every word too fast, trying to win the moment, afraid it wouldn't last. Doors closing louder, hearts on defense. Love felt like a question we couldn't answer yet. But somewhere in the quiet we changed. We learned to be gentle with each other's scars, to lower our voices and open our hearts. No more keeping score, no pulling apart. We learned to be gentle, and that made us strong. like you understand every little fragile place I never planned. There's patience in your breathing, calm in your eyes. Love doesn't need to fight to survive. Somewhere in the quiet we changed. We learned to be gentle with each other's scars, to lower our voices and open our hearts. No more keeping score, no pulling apart. We learned to be gentle, and that made us strong. Maybe love grows deeper when it slows down, not in perfect moments, but in turning around. We learn to be gentle through all that we've been, not breaking each other, just letting love in. No fear of the dark, no need to run. We learn to be gentle, and we're not undone. Gentle. We learn to be gentle. The house is finally silent, evening settling in. Sunlight on the hardwood, fading thin. You're reading by the window, I'm watching from the door. There's beauty in the stillness we used to miss before. No rushing, no noise. We're golden in the quiet, where nothing needs to shine. No flashing neon lights, just your hand in mine. No proving we're perfect, no racing against time. We're golden in the quiet, and that's enough tonight. Can keep on turning, loud and unaware, but here inside this moment, there's a different air. Your smile doesn't try too hard, it doesn't need to prove. Love doesn't have to shout when it's true. No rushing, no noise. We're golden in the quiet, where nothing needs to shine. No flashing neon lights, just your hand in mine. No proving we're perfect, no racing against time. We're golden in the quiet, and that's enough tonight. Maybe peace is brighter than the loudest fight. Maybe staying steady is the bravest thing. We're golden in the quiet, soft and warm and white, where nothing defending and nothing needs to hide. No chasing tomorrow, no rewriting signs. We're golden in the quiet, and that feels right. Live in echoes, every word too strong. Silence felt like tension, like something must be wrong. But now the room is open, sunlight on the floor, your jacket on the chair, like you've been here before. No sharp edges, no raised tones. Nothing feels loud here, nothing feels rushed. Even the quiet feels like trust. No heavy air, no need of fear. When you're this close, nothing feels loud here. You pour the coffee slowly, steam rising thin, morning light across your face, soft against your skin. We talk about the simple things, plans that don't demand. Every word lands gently, like it understands. No sharp edges, no raised tones. Nothing feels loud here, nothing feels rushed. Even the quiet feels like trust. No heavy air, no need of fear. When you're this close, nothing feels loud here. Maybe love grows softer when it grows true, not louder than the world, just steady with you. Nothing feels loud here, golden and clear. No storm inside, no atmosphere, just open space and warm, sincere. When you're this close, nothing feels loud here. Nothing feels loud here. Out here. We don't talk about those nights when everything felt thin, when words felt heavy on fragile skin. We don't trace the cracks anymore, we don't count the scars. We just sit here in the sunlight, remembering who we are. So much changed without a sound. Between then and now, we learn how to stay, how to bend without to mine, like it's been retrained not to pull too quickly when it feels the strain. There's patience in your breathing, there's calm in the room, like we finally found a space to bloom. So much changed without a sound. Between then and now, we learned how to stay, how to bend without breaking, how to listen instead of walk away. No perfect story, no dramatic vow, but love feels steadier between then and maybe growing older is growing kind, not louder in the heart, but softer in the mind. Between then and now, we found our ground where love doesn't tremble at every sound. No racing ahead, no tracing how. We're stronger, softer. Between then and there was a time I only saw the version I hoped you would be. Fill the silence with my own imagined honesty. I painted over warning signs in softer shades of blue. I love the way I felt with you more than what was true. But clarity is quiet, it doesn't shout or fight. It just slowly turns the blur into light. Now I see you clearly, no shadows in disguise, no stories I created, no wishful alibis. And it doesn't make me bitter, it doesn't make me small, it just means I finally see it all. I see you clearly. You were never cruel on purpose, just unsure of what you gave. And I was holding tighter to the love I tried to save. But love shouldn't feel confusing or balanced on a line. It shouldn't leave you guessing if you're wasting time. And I don't need to rewrite what we used to be. I can hold the memory and still be free. Now I see you clearly, for the good and the goodbye, for the lessons in the silence, for the tears I let dry. And I'm not angry anymore, there's no need to prove. Seeing things as they are helps me move. I see you clearly. Maybe love is learning how to open both your eyes. Not every spark is meant to stay, not every hope survives. Maybe truth is gentle when you let it be. It doesn't break your heart, it sets it free. Now I see you clearly, and I see myself too. The girl who tried to hold it all, and the one who grew the There's gratitude in letting go. There's grace in finally knowing what is right for me. I see you clearly. Remember when we used to talk like time would disappear, like every little silence meant something to fear. We filled the space with questions, tried to plan it all ahead, as if love needed proof in every word we said. But something shifted slowly, somewhere in between. We stopped chasing perfect and let it just be seen. We don't rush anymore, we don't force the door. If it's meant to open, it will like before. We don't count the hours or measure what we feel. We just let it settle, let it be real. We don't rush anymore. Now mornings feel much softer, no pressure in the air. We're not afraid of distance, we know that we'll be there. Love doesn't feel like lightning, it feels like steady ground. Not something we're holding up, just something we found. No more racing heartbeats, no more restless nights, just quiet understanding. In ordinary light, we don't rush anymore. We don't try to win, no need for loud forever to know where we've been. We trust the slow unfolding, we let the moment pour. Love feels lighter now, we don't rush anymore. Maybe growth is patient, maybe safe is slow. Maybe when you stop pushing, that's when feelings grow. Not afraid of tomorrow, not afraid to stay, just choosing each other day by day. We don't rush anymore, we don't need to prove that what we have is steady in the way we move. Through every changing season, through every open door. We're not in a hurry now, we don't rush anymore. We don't rush I used to hold with trembling hands, like love could slip away, like every fragile moment was one breath from breaking. I'd search your eyes for warning signs, brace for something new, as if my heart was waiting for what it always knew. But you don't move like that, you don't pull away, you stay steady in the quiet, you choose to stay. Now I'm holding without fear, not gripping too tight, not asking for forever. Every single night just resting in your heartbeat, knowing you are here. Love feels different now, holding without fear. There's strength inside surrender, there's courage in the calm, and letting someone see you without a guarded arm. I don't read between your silences, I don't chase your tone. I trust what we are building is strong enough on its own. No more second guessing, no more hidden doubt, just open hands reaching out. Now I'm holding without fear, no shadow in my chest, not trying to protect myself from what might happen next. I let the future come without rehearsing tears. This is what it feels like, holding without fear. Isn't fragile, maybe it's brave, maybe it doesn't vanish when you don't try to save. Maybe peace is knowing if something's meant to stay, it won't disappear when you look away. Now I'm holding without fear, golden in the light, not because it can break, but because it feels right. No holes around my heart, no armor left to wear, just warmth in open hands, hold it without fear. Hold it without fear. Holding without fear. When the voices finally faded and the room stopped spinning fast, when the echoes of our arguments became a thing of the past, there was a space I didn't know was waiting there for me. Not empty, not lonely, just quiet clarity. No more defending, no more explaining, just a softer heart remaining. After the noise, I can hear myself again, not drowning in confusion, not bending in the wind. After the noise, there's a steady voice saying I deserve a love that feels like choice. After the noise, lets you heal. No slammed doors behind me, no sharp words in the air. Just the sound of breathing and knowing someone cares. Every quiet moment, every calm reply is stronger than the chaos we left behind. After the noise, I'm not afraid to stay in conversations that don't turn into blame. After the noise, there's nothing to avoid, just two steady hearts making a choice. After the noise, maybe peace was waiting on the other side of letting go of battles we didn't have to fight. Maybe love is clearer when it's not a storm. Maybe safe is gentle, maybe safe is warm. After the noise, I know what I need. Not fireworks and tension, just honesty. After the noise, there's room for joy, not loud, not rushed, just something we enjoy. After the noise, after the noise, after the noise. After the noise, after the noise. We've had our quiet battles, days we didn't understand, moments full of distance when we barely held hands. But even in the silence, even when it grew, there was never really leaving. I was still here with you. Not every load is easy, not every road is clear, but something in my heart kept me here. I'm still here with you, through the calm and through the change. Not because I have to, but because it feels the same. Not chasing perfect moments, not afraid to choose. After everything we've been through, I'm still here with you. We learn how to listen instead of just respond, how to hold a fragile truth without it feeling wrong. No more keeping score of pain, no more silent walls, just two honest hearts answering the call. Every small forgiveness, every let's try again, built a love that doesn't break when it bends. I'm still here with you, not out of fear of loss, but because in your arms I don't feel lost. It's not loud or reckless, it's steady and it's true. After every high and low, I'm still here with you. staying is the bravest thing when walking away feels near. Maybe love grows stronger every year, not in grand confessions or promises too new, but in quiet mornings where I wake up next to you. I'm still here with you, golden in the light, not because it's perfect, but because it's right. Through whatever seasons, through whatever we go through, if you look beside you, I'm still here with you. Still here with you. Still here with you. We've walked through louder seasons, through words we didn't mean, through nights that felt uncertain and spaces in between. But here inside this quiet, with sunlight on the floor, there's nothing left to prove. Now we're not fighting anymore. No raised voices, no closed doors. We're standing where the light feels soft, where shadows don't feel sharp, where love doesn't have to be loud to reach the heart. No fear of breaking, no edges rough. Right here where the light feels soft is enough. Your hand is steady in mine, like it's learned the shape of every fragile corner. We were scared to say there's comfort in the silence, in breathing slow and deep, like all the things we almost lost are finally ours to keep. No raised voices, no closed doors. We're standing where the light feels soft, where shadows don't feel sharp, where love doesn't have to be loud to reach the heart. No fear of breaking, no edges rough. Right here where the light feels soft is Maybe love grows quieter when it grows strong, not a fight if burns too bright, but one that lasts long. We're standing where the light feels soft, golden and white, where nothing needs defending and nothing needs to hide. No chasing perfection, no proving us. Right here where the light feels soft. try to say the perfect line, you just sit a little closer when the world gets loud in my mind. You don't rush to fix my feelings, you don't tell me what to do. You just let the silence settle like you always knew. It's not fireworks or midnight rain, it's not a love that feels insane. It's the way you stay when I'm hard to understand, the way you don't walk away, you just reach for my hand. It's the calm in your voice when I start to shake, it's the steady in your eyes when my heart might break. It's not what you say, it's the way you stay. I've known love that felt like lightning, bright and gone before I knew. But you feel like early morning, soft and honest, true. You don't need to make a scene, you don't need to prove a thing. You just show up every day, and that's everything. No dramatic declarations, no complicated conversations. It's the way you stay when my shadows start to show, the way you don't get scared of the parts I don't let go. It's the quiet kind of love that doesn't need applause. It's the safe place in your arms without any cause. It's not what you say, it's the way you stay. Maybe love is simple, maybe it's just this, not a perfect story, just a steady kiss. Maybe healing happens when someone doesn't run, when they hold the pieces and call you home, not done. It's the way you stay through the high and low, the way you let me be and still let me grow. It's the peace I feel at the end of a day, it's knowing I'm not alone, because you stay. It's not what you say, it's the way you stay. We were sitting on the hood of your car, watching the colors slowly change, gold turning into quiet blue. Nothing about it felt strange. The world was softer at that hour, like it finally let us be. No loud thoughts, no heavy words, just you and the evening breeze. And I remember thinking, if time could freeze, it would look like this, it would feel like peace. Under fading skies, we didn't have to try. No running from tomorrow, no asking why. Just your hand in mine while the daylight dies. We found something steady under fading uncertain, like clouds that wouldn't move, but you were quiet sunlight breaking through. You don't promise me perfection, you don't swear it'll never change. You just stand beside me, and that's enough to stay. Every color slowly falling, every shadow softly calling. Under fading skies where the air feels light, we don't need forever, we just need tonight. Where the past feels small and hope feels wise, we learn how to breathe under fading skies. Not meant to stay bright all day, but beautiful in the quiet when it slowly fades to gray. Not ending, just changing, not leaving, just growing. A softer kind of Under fading skies, I'm not afraid of the dark, 'cause even when the light goes, you leave a spark. And if tomorrow shifts or the moment flies, I'll remember how we felt under fading skies. We used to talk in circles like we were scared to land. Every word a question, neither one would understand. But lately it feels different, like the air is finally clear. No storms behind our sentences, no tension in the air. No more proving, no more pride, just you and me on the same side. Peace looks good on us, like sunlight through the trees. No heavy expectations, just a quiet ease. It's the way we live now, without looking back. No fear of where we're going, no love we have to try. Peace looks good on us. I don't miss the drama or the way we used to burn. Love doesn't have to hurt for it to feel hurt. Now we sit in open windows, let the evening settle in. No keeping score of wrongs, no counting who will win. No more running, no more walls, just steady hands when one of us falls. Peace looks good on us, peace looks good on us. Maybe we were learning how to let it be. Not every fire needs to feel like heat. Maybe strong is quiet, maybe safe is brave. Maybe real love is the love that stays. Peace looks good on us in the golden light, not fighting for attention, just holding on tight. It's the way we breathe at the end of the day. No fear in our hearts, no words left to say. Peace looks good on us. Peace looks good on us. Peace looks good on us. The daylight always asks too much, too many thoughts, too many sounds. But when the sky turns navy blue, the quiet starts to come around. Streetlights flicker one by one, like they're guarding fragile hearts. And in the slowing of the world, I feel the healing start. So if your mind won't settle, if it's racing through the dark, just stay a little longer, right here where you are. Let the night be kind, let it hold you still. Let it soften every edge that the daylight couldn't heal. Let the silence breathe, let your shoulders fall. You don't have to solve it now, you don't have to fix it all. Let the night be kind. I used to fear the evening, like it whispered all my doubts. But now it feels like mercy when the noise is fading out. There's comfort in the darkness when you don't have to pretend. No bright smiles for the world, just your heart learning to mend. Every star above you knows how to wait. Nothing blooms in sunlight without a little shade. Let the night be kind, let it clear your head. Let it turn the heavy thoughts into softer threads. Let it wrap around like a steady hand. You don't have to understand, just let it land. Let the night be kind. Maybe peace is quiet, maybe rest is strong. Maybe healing happens when you don't push on. Maybe in the darkness you finally see the gentler parts of you. You're learning to be. Let the night be kind, let it bring you home. Let it teach a restless heart you're never alone. Let tomorrow wait, it will come in time. For now, just close your eyes and let the night be kind. Ooh, let the night be used to carry every word like it was carved in stone, replay the smallest moments when I was all alone. The weight of almost and maybes hung heavy on my chest. I thought that holding tighter was how you love the best. But time has a way of loosening your hands, teaching your heart to understand. I feel lighter than before, like I said something down. Not running from the past, just not letting it pull me down. I can breathe a little deeper, let the old pain blur. I'm not who I was back then, I'm stronger, softer, sure. I'm lighter than before. I don't flinch at every silence, I don't chase what slips away. If it's meant to stay beside me, it won't fade in a day. I've learned love isn't gripping, it's an open, steady hand. It's trusting what is real will choose to stand. No more forcing, no more fear, just letting what's true come near. I feel lighter than before, like the sky after rain, clouds still drifting, but no thunder left to claim. I can smile without pretending, stand without a shield. The quiet kind of courage is the strongest thing I feel. I'm lighter than before. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's just this: waking up one morning and not missing what you missed, not forgetting the story, just turning the page, carrying wisdom instead of weight. I feel lighter than before, golden in the sun, not because it didn't hurt, but because I've grown. I don't need to prove it, I don't need a pause. I'm standing in my own heart, just because I'm lighter than before. Lighter than before. I feel lighter than before. Lighter than before. I used to carry in before. perfect story or polished lines to say, just quiet understanding at the end of every day. We've seen the cracks in daylight, felt the distance in the air, but we kept the door wide open, even when it wasn't fair. Not every step is certain, not every road is clear, but if we're standing side by side, there's nothing left to fear. We'll grow from here, like roots beneath the rain, slow and steady hearts, learning through the change. No need for sudden promises, no need for perfect words, just staying through the seasons, letting love be heard. We'll grow from here. I don't need a grand tomorrow or fireworks in the sky, just your hand in mine when doubts begin to rise. We're not chasing something fragile, we're building something real, brick by quiet brick, on trust we both can feel. Every small forgiveness, every honest tear is planting something stronger right here. We'll grow from here, through the highs and lows, turning every broken place into something that glows. Not afraid of time, not afraid of fear, because we're not standing still. We'll grow from here. Maybe love is patience, maybe love is grace, not running at the first sign of a harder day. Maybe strength is choosing to stay and understand that the softest hearts can stand. We'll grow from here, golden in the light, not perfect, not untouched, but holding on tight. Through every changing season, through every doubt and tear, we're not who we were before. We'll grow from here. We'll grow from here. We'll grow from here. We don't have a perfect. We'll grow from here. We don't have a perfect story. We don't have. We grew from here. Through the edges of the blinds, dust is dancing in the quiet like everything's aligned. There's no rush to move or speak, no pressure in the air. Just your heartbeat close to mine and nothing left to repair. We've seen the darker hours, we've felt the heavy nights, but right now in this moment, everything feels right. Let's stay in this light, where the shadows don't feel strong, where love is soft and steady, where we both belong. No past between our hands, no fear in our sight, just breathing in the morning. Let's stay in this light. I used to brace for silence, like it meant something was wrong. But now it feels like comfort, like we've been safe all along. No dramatic declarations, no promises too tight, just choosing one another in the quiet of the light. Every small forgiveness, every honest word builds this gentle feeling we both deserve. Let's stay in this light, where hearts don't race, where peace sits on them shoulders like it found its place. No need to chase tomorrow, no need to fight, just holding on to what is. Let's stay in this light, maybe maybe love isn't louder, maybe it's clear, maybe it's simply knowing you're already here. Not reaching for perfection,